I'm at the Carleton University in Ottawa, and it's beautiful sitting by the Rideau River, and in front of me are the buildings out there. And our two sons, Sasha and Rahel, both loved going to the university here, not only because of the setting, of course, because of the programs that they did. So from their experiences too, we know the kind of stress that they went through in meeting the commitments that they have in the university. So add to that, I've spoken to many university students and I asked them for their hopes and fears, and many of them voice fears over hopes because they have, of course, the immediate fear that once they graduate, will they be able to find a job? So the economic fears, will they be able to pay their school loan off? So that's a palpable fear that they have. On top of that, there are the larger fears of the world that's out there. They voice the disparities, the poverty, climate change, the wars. So those existential fears are back of their minds right now. To add to that is the immediate fears of the day-to-day, the financial requirements that they have, as well. Then the other day-to-day commitments of meeting assignments and the tests, and the midterms are coming up soon. So those are really stressing these young people out at the moment because of the competition, the extreme competition that is there, that's prevailing in universities. It's not that university is not fun. They are enjoying the experience. They're having a lot of time, a good time together and all that too. But these fears are bringing them down somewhat because it's like a slow burn of anxiety. So it's not as if we don't have any ways of mitigating the stress. There are tools that are out there, especially the mindfulness based tools, and I am really thrilled to present to you this wonderful book written by one of our nieces, Nirosha Ruwan, who is a law graduate from Harvard University, who had her own anxiety experiences, and she written a book because of her Buddhist experience and Buddhist background. The book is called Mind Over Scatter: Conquer Any Test with Sharper Focus and Less Stress. So it's a secular book, and it's got some amazing tools and methods written in a very practical way for young people to follow. Because we know now through research that mindfulness practice helps us to bring our stress levels down. First of all, the prefrontal cortex, the sensory cortex, which brings us all the sensory information, which brings to bear the stresses that we see out there, is shut down as soon as we take a deep breath. So if you take a deep breath, long, deep intentional breath, say observe and breathe out intentionally, what you've done is you shut out the past. You shut that sensory cortex off for a moment to get some respite, to put things in a better perspective. So really what it does, it helps to mitigate the immediate stress that one can have, say, coming up to an exam. So the other thing mindfulness does in a long run is to help you with the long-term and the short-term memory. And that then enables us to recall and apply what we've learned in our tests. So this book, I'm really impressed with the way it has been written, and she has put out acronyms like stop, take a breath, observe your mind, and proceed with mindfulness. And she has a whole array of practices that she shares in a mindfulness practice, like an ecosystem where you find your anchor, deal with distractions, strategies for stress and difficult emotions, relaxation practices, positive emotions and practice. So I really recommend this book for young students. And at the end, I just want to quote something she's written. When you get test results, it's natural to think your future happiness is tied to them. Yet most events don't create lasting effects on happiness, no matter how important they may seem to be. And instead, it's the small things that you do every day that can add up to lasting happiness. Paying attention to the present moment through mindful awareness and practicing gratitude have been shown to correlate with happiness. So I invite you to get a hold of this book and play with it, practice it, and have some fun and become mindful and grounded through your university experience.